is a valuable asset, and you want to take care of your home. From roofs, siding, windows, and doors to furnaces, flooring, landscaping, and much more. This is your go-to for all things home. It's Home Answers Radio, presented by JeffBuysYourHouse.com. Access, Level 10 Coatings, Steiner Homes, Center Guard Plumbing, and by American Beam and Steel. With your host, Roger Piper.
Your go-to for all things home. It's Home Answers Radio.
Hi, welcome to Home Answers. I'm Roger Piper. This show is all about your home, and we're going to talk about that nice bill that you get every year, sometimes twice a year, sometimes whenever, and that is your property taxes. Because, you know, in the end, you never really own your property. You can pay your mortgage out, but you're still going to pay property taxes.
Still paying the taxes.
That's right. Got an expert with us today to talk about property taxes, and that's Jeff Cullen with O'Connor Tax Reduction Experts. Jeff, thanks for being on the show.
Thanks for having me, Roger. I appreciate it.
Now, their website is cutmytaxes.com. That should tell you right there, cutmytaxes.com. Jeff, if somebody thinks that maybe their property tax, let's say they got an increase, or they just think, you know what, I wonder, am I paying too much? What should they do?
Give us a call. Just kind of like I always talk to people, and I always have no problem looking into a property and just kind of giving a quick once-over. Cook County, for instance, very, very easy to look at. It's very easy to evaluate how overtaxed we all are living in this city. It's actually crazy. Just a quick evaluation with a phone call, I can take a quick peek and see if we're kind of paying too much.
Yeah, and that's something that you can't do on your own. Because you've got to look at a number of different things. You got to get if you want comparables. I mean, you're going to have to know all that information. You're practically going to have to be a realtor to even start on that. Or you can give you a call and you can say, "Hey, take a look at that." And it's, I don't understand why somebody wouldn't at least take a look at it, because we have some of the highest taxes in the nation, don't we?
Yes, sir. Very much so. Yeah, I think we're top 5 definitely in the nation. Obviously we're not living in Cali or New York. But yeah, our taxes just keep going up every year. There's no real rhyme or reason. Obviously we don't see any benefits of it, but
they just keep going up.
Keep going up and no explanation.
And, sometimes when taxes, like for me, I had a 25% increase year to year. And that's significant. And you sit there and going, okay, I understand they need to go up a little bit. But 25%? I mean, is that real? Is this gouging? I mean, what's going on? So if you're paying property taxes, it's kind of crazy not to at least take a look at it, isn't it?
Definitely. Yeah, and of course, like you mentioned, I mean, some increase, that's valid. Of course, things are more expensive, life is expensive, but when you're jumping anywhere 10% to 20, 25% just year over year, that's there needs to be an explanation behind it.
Yeah, and if you ever just sat around going, I wonder if I'm paying my fair share. Am I paying too much? Is there a mistake here? Am I paying too little? Am I paying too much? Well, you've got the answer with them, because they'll tell you right away, how you compare, and they have all the information to do that. And you guys have been doing this for 50 years, so you kind of know the tax business, right?
We know what we're doing. Yep.
All right, so you decide that you want to, they give you a call, and you say, yeah, I mean, you've got something here.
Sure.
Your taxes are too high, and there is an opportunity for appeal. Tell us the process that go through with you to figure all of that out.
Sure. Our process is pretty easy. We only require 2 documents in order for us to represent you in property taxes. We prep a case. We look at everything. We do the comparables. Preparing the document alone, if you or I were to do it without knowledge, I've done it before. It takes about 14 hours to prepare an appeal document.
Yeah. No, for some reason that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, it's crazy. They don't make it easy. They don't want to save. They want your money. They don't want you to save money. So our process definitely narrows that down. It's a lot quicker. We have a database, so we can actually prepare a very valid case and hope for the best on that, and present it correctly.
Yeah. This is not something that you should try yourself. I know I've talked to people who went through the appeal process, and I mean, it's hard, but also you don't really know what you're doing. This is almost like trying to go to court and be your own lawyer.
Correct.
Sure, you can do it.
Yeah.
But are you going to be as prepared, and what is your chance of being successful? Wouldn't you see that kind of as the same as the same paradigm?
Definitely, yeah. It's very unadvised to do it. Coming into this industry, it was very daunting just looking at it for the first time. I'm the first to admit I've prepared a few cases myself, but it is very, very lengthy. And unless you have all the knowledge, and if you were to prepare a case yourself and you do it incorrectly, they could actually raise it, because if you put the wrong property in there and they look at it, be like, whoa, well, they're paying actually lower than you, and you have the same property, so they can actually increase it if you appeal incorrectly.
Whoa.
There's nothing saying that they don't have that power.
Yeah.
So again, with us doing it, we actually look at it. If there's any inclination that they're going to increase it, we automatically tell you, like, hey, you're good, no worries, keep it as it is. We don't want to do this because they could raise it. Mm-hmm. Stay where you're at.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, you definitely don't want to have that happen. What counties in Chicagoland do you handle?
We handle Cook, we handle DuPage, McHenry, Will, Kane, Grundy. Trying to remember all of them. We handle 8, so all the collar counties in the surrounding area. I probably missed 1 or 2 in there.
Yeah, basically Chicagoland.
Chicagoland, yeah. Within, I'd say 50 miles of downtown.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the easiest way to say it.
And if you have to also know when to do the appeal, and unfortunately, not everybody operates the same, do they? Not every county.
Unfortunately not, no.
And do you go to the county in every county to do this, or do you do the townships? What do it seems, is there anything that is the same?
No. There's only 2 counties that actually have the same deadline for the entire county, and that's Will and McHenry. But Cook, every township in Cook County has a different deadline. And there's multiple deadlines. There's assessor deadlines. There's board of review deadlines. There's a lot to keep track of. And
All right, repeat that real quick. In Cook County, what was it?
The townships have different deadlines for the assessor.
The township has different deadlines.
Then every other township has a different deadline.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, just trying to figure that out would be
Correct.
something.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have to know the deadlines, and in order to successfully get a reduction, you've got to follow those steps, don't you? I mean, they're daunting, and that's it.
Yeah, I mean, again, the paperwork alone is enough to make your eyes fall in the back of your head.
Yeah, I got you. Now, what is it going to cost me if I do business with you? Tell me flat out.
Yep. So basically, our service is free unless we save you money. That's the easiest way to say it. If we do save you money, we are contingency based, so it's a percentage off of the savings alone, not of what your tax bill is. If we do not reduce your taxes, then we do not invoice you whatsoever.
Okay.
And then at least you know that you are paying the same as Joe and Sally down the street, and that's what I like to tell people. You're fairly assessed. You're good. We've still built a case. You're more than welcome to it. If you'd like to see what we've done for you, you can have it. It's fine. But then again, if we save you money, then we invoice. So It's a win-win.
Yep. And let's say that you save me, let's say $3,000 on my tax bill. What is it going to cost me to work with you and your professional services who take care of everything? It's going to be a lot less than a legal team, but it's kind of like a legal team, really.
Definitely.
Then what percentage of that $3,000 would go to you?
Yeah, our standard contingency fee is 40%. So if we're using that $3,000 number, the invoice would be about $1,800. No, that's backwards.
Well, whatever
I can't
it
even
is.
do it. Yeah, 40% of 3,000. Yeah, because I can't do math.
Yeah.
But yes, we do have a legal team actually, because our legal team does represent our clients at the different levels, just because it's also they're the ones that are reviewing the cases and things of that nature too. So again, that fee does go to pay them as well.
Yep. And it's a whole lot better if you've got a $3,000 tax increase to pay you something and save. You're saving 60%.
Definitely.
That's what it boils down to.
Yeah. I always like to tell people you're not going to be able to go put a boat on the lake by any means, but a couple extra bucks in your pocket is better than in the pockets of the government.
And also, when you win an appeal, okay, and all of a sudden now your property taxes are down to what would be considered a more normal or what the county would consider a good rate, how often should you be looking at doing an appeal? I mean, is there a trigger point? Like if it goes up 5%, 10%? I mean, how long should you go before you go, this needs to be looked at?
Honestly, every year, because there's nothing that says that we can't appeal every year, because there's so many different little nuances and factors that can change. Just even though in Cook County there's the triennial where you're reassessed every 3 years, There's nothing that says that their tax rate can't change from 3% to 9% we've seen. Mm-hmm. So we can even fight that, be like, hey, 9% is a little ridiculous. Like, can we at least get this to 3% so we're not paying so much? So there's a lot of different things. If you've never appealed your property taxes, it's especially important to try to appeal it because there's nothing that says that you can't.
Yep. And I think so that what your recommendation is as a homeowner is that you should take a look at it every year so you don't get that surprise, right?
Definitely.
And it doesn't cost you anything to call you up and to have you look into it and to give your professional opinion, correct?
Yep. Yeah, phone call is free. If you sign up with us, we build a case every year, regardless if we're going to take it to appeal or not. If we do not take it to appeals, we always let you know why. But yes, we still build a case regardless of, what year it is and reassessment or anything, just so we can look at it and make sure you're paying the right amount.
Yep. So the first thing that you want to do is make sure that you know the information on your county or your township or whatever it is for your deadlines, and then give enough time to work back on that, and then give Jeff and his team at O'Connor a call, and they can tell you, okay, no, you're good. Or they can say, hey, yes, you have an opportunity. But this is kind of like a home insurance thing. You should be checking up on it every year, right?
Yeah, every year, most definitely.
And since there's no obligation and no cost, it's ridiculous not to. Mm-hmm. Jeff, thanks for being on the show. It's O'Connor Tax Reduction Experts. And, boy, we talk about a lot of things on Home Answers, but property taxes, I mean, that's kind of that and mortgages and insurance. It's kind of the foundation of everything, really.
It really is.
It really is. So check them out at cutmytaxes.com. Pretty easy to remember that. Cutmytaxes.com. O'Connor Tax Reduction Experts. Jeff, thanks for being on the show.
Thanks for having me.
It's Home Answers on AM 560, The Answer.
Your go-to